Welcome to Cyberverse Trains. Here we are with the Bachmann Edward model. Now, this is another one. Unlike Thomas, this does not have analog sound. This is a regular DC engine that makes no sound, no whistle, no nothing. But for a DC engine, this is one of Bachmann's very impressive Thomas locomotives. And if I say that a lot with most of them, it's because some of them are actually fairly nice. But this one is probably one of my personal favorites. Now, Edward isn't my favorite character. That's probably next week's review, which is going to be Henry and Gordon. Try and guess which one of those two is my favorite. Anyway, here's Edward, and I have to say, Bachmann cooked with this. This is an impressive model. It looks almost like the TV show model. So here is Edward's tender. He's number 2. 6-wheeled tender. Got your vacuum pipes, buffers. Got the coal load, which is, it's okay. And you got your 6-axled, your 3-axled tender. Really cool. And then the standard, the old school style of coupling a tender to an engine. But I will do that after I show off Edward. Separately applied whistle right there, which is really cool. The reasoning why his front bogie is very loose is because that's due to the design. That's not due to a lot of running. There's his face, an excellent looking Edward face, just like the show. You got your lamp irons and vacuum pipes and your coupling hook. Even though he's got a European style coupling for model railroads and railways. I love the blue. It's just an excellent model. You got the white running board. Yeah, this is a cool model. And if you can find Edward for a good price, I highly recommend you do. If you're into the Thomas and stuff, the Thomas and Friends or Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends franchise, if you're into it, definitely pick it up. I buy these because I grew up with the original show, not the crap they put out these days. I genuinely always wanted the electric Bachmann Thomas and I always wanted the Bachmann Thomas and Friends line when I was a kid, when it first came out, and I was too young at the time, and these models really mean a lot to me because they're the closest thing that I'll get to owning like a prop from the show or something. But anyway, Edward does run. He might be a little... There he goes. Now, his pickups are very small, so he's going to stutter a lot, especially on points and stuff. So that's my apologies. And there he goes again. And he gets stuck again. Yeah, once he gets going, he gets better, but he does stall on switches and stuff, which does kind of... It sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Anyway, there's Edward. Here he is next to a figurine. But anyway, yeah. Let's go ahead and get him a consist, and we'll start the running session, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts on the Bachmann Edward model. Spoiler alert, he's pretty awesome except for the switches. He stalls on switches. He hates switches. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get him a consist, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the running session, and then my final thoughts. Stay tuned. Alright, we're going to try and get Edward over here by Cranky the Crane, and we're going to pick up some cattle cars. And of course he stalls, damn it. Okay, just pretend that he coupled up to them and he didn't stall. And there he is. And for my final thoughts, this is probably another one of Bachmann's best models that they've ever made. I highly recommend him. If you can find Edward for a decent price, I highly suggest trainworld.com, amazon.com. If you go to the Bachmann website, he's going to cost more. I think he's worth maybe between maybe $90 to $100. I do think that that is a fairly decent price for this model. I get it. It doesn't have the analog sound, Thomas. It doesn't have any analog sound in it. But personally, I think for 90 to $100, this is easily one of the best models that you can get for that price. Now, like I said, his pickups are fairly bad. He does have it's because of the design of Edward. He has his pickups are only here. They're not here or on the tender. So yes, he does struggle to run on loops. I mean, not loops, on switches. So if you have a model railroad that has a ton of switches, be prepared for him to stall every time. It doesn't matter what you do, he will stall. So that is that is the case. That is the one drawback. But if you're more of an inbox model collector, or if you just prefer looking at your models, and then he's a great display piece. But in running operations, he's not the best. Neither is Thomas. I meant to say that as well. But in all honesty, these are meant for. It says on the box 8 plus, but in my personal opinion, these are models. They're not toys. These need to be at least 13 plus, which is what this channel is, by the way. 13 plus. Because if you didn't hear me say damn it earlier, well, you're going to hear me say damn it now. But anyway, yeah, there's Edward. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one for next weekend. We're going to be taking a look at Bachmann, Henry, and Gordon. And then the following, James and Percy. The usual. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. See you later.